So, Adina, I want to ask you a question. In marriage, we oftentimes hear about the importance of communication, but then it's like, okay, what does this mean? Are there like magic words you're supposed to say? And it's just like this big topic. Here's what I want to say. I think one of the most important things for spouses to communicate with each other are complaints.
Mm.
Like, certainly we say, I love you, and what do you want for dinner, and all the fun stuff, but like, I feel like communicating problems that come up is really important, but it's so hard to do. Why do you feel like it's hard to complain to each other in marriage?
I think it's because whenever we have a complaint, we're really focused on our part, which we do need to communicate what we're thinking, what's wrong, what's not working. But if we communicate it in a way where there's only space for what's wrong on our end,
Hmm.
then we're not leaving space for how the other person feels. And so now we just have to have them bend our way rather than working like a team and communicating in a way like, these are my needs, this is what's wrong for me, what works for you, and then you make a decision based on both needs.
I think we've all done this before where you have a complaint on the inside of you, like, oh, this person, my spouse did this, and you feel like you're 100% right and they're 100% wrong. And then by the time you go into the conversation, your only goal is to let them know how incredibly wrong they were. We've all faced this before,
Mm-hmm.
that you thought you were 100% right. And after you had the conversation, you were like, oh, there was a whole other side to the coin
Yeah.
that I never even considered.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. And so then it becomes easier to not complain at all
Oh, yeah.
because you kind of walk on eggshells thinking, well, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. So I just won't say anything at all.
Or you just yell at each other because you both have a complaint.
Yeah, no one wants to be wrong. Something's wrong, and I don't want to be wrong. So I'm just going to say that you're wrong. I would say this for men. I think it's really hard for us men to put into words frustrations we have. We don't ever want to we don't want to complain to our wife, and we're afraid that if we do, she's going to shut down and not communicate for 2 days. And here's what I would say to men. It's not about speaking up for yourself. It's about speaking up for the team. That's what it's really about. Because if you have a tension on the inside of you, that's really an instinct that's saying, hey, we need to deal with something over here. So don't try to speak up for yourself. Speak up for the team.